she came back, and I was like, I don't know why that happened. So I think that's why I kind of didn't like it anymore.
Well, she faked her death. She faked her death, to screw over her husband. Hashtag spoilers for Gone Girl because they started recording.
Yeah, isn't she married to like Ben Affleck or some lame guy?
Yeah, but you see Ben Affleck's penis, so the movie gets 5 stars from me.
Is that true? I haven't seen it since it maybe a year or so after it came out, and I really if I didn't like it that much, I really won't remember too much about it, but I do remember she came back. So spoiler alert. I mean, it should be a spoiler. Gone Girl has been a book for a long time and then a movie for a long time too.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome back to Real Horror Show. I'm your host, Samantha, and I'm joined as always by the Smarmy Skies.
Hello.
And listen, there's a couple of guys I'd like to Gone Girl right now, but we'll see by the end of the year.
Absolutely.
David's not one of them. He's fine. He got glasses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Heck yeah, David. Before we were recording, we were talking about some stuff, but I wanted to ask you if you wanted to talk about a little bit about what's going on with Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah.
But just because that just happened, and I've for some reason I have never seen Jeepers Creepers, but I understand what's happening with the director.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, I'll touch on it briefly. Trigger warning, because I always forget to give trigger warnings for this stuff. So I used to, and I won't lie, I still do really like the first Jeepers Creepers movie. It's hard to, I haven't watched it since I found all this out about Victor Salva, right. But the creator, producer, director of the original 3 Jeepers Creepers movies is a convicted child molester.
Oh my God, convicted though, guys.
And
legit.
Basically, there's a really good Twitter thread from, let me pull up Twitter so I can.
And you know what? I actually feel cool because I think I know the exact Twitter thread that you're referring to by the gentleman who wrote it. And I was reading it too.
Yesterday, because we're kind of back in real time, we took last week off after recording 3 episodes in a single week. It was announced that there's going to be a new trilogy of Jeepers Creepers movies. And it's really, the mainstream articles I skimmed about it when I saw it, because I was fucking shocked. I thought after Jeepers Creepers 3, it was a bad movie overall. Yeah. Okay. Besides Victor Salva, he was still involved for some reason, because we just keep ignoring that he's a convicted child molester. Actually,
yeah, that's messed up.
I don't think I retweeted it. I just commented on Kelly and Char's post from Drinking and Screaming.
Yeah. That's where I saw it from too. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So Jonathan Barkin, he summarized it really well as a victim of sexual assault himself. Today's news about Jeepers Creepers film hit me, and it hit me hard. Many prominent voices in the horror community spoke up with disapproval, noting how this franchise was built by convicted pedophile Victor Salva. They also explained that the very nature of Jeepers Creepers films are reflections of Salva's own predatory actions. They focus on a monstrous form that preys upon young men. As if that wasn't enough, JC2 happily parades a shirtless young man across the screen. These films are a convicted pedophile's predatory fantasies manifested in the guise of a horror series, and now there's going to be a 4th one. So I think that
shit.
So as much as I enjoyed the first one, it genuinely creeped me out.
Yeah.
I can't watch it knowing that they are his creepy pedophile fantasies of.
Yeah, now that it's put into words like that, I feel like if you went back and watched it, you'd be like, dude, yeah, this is exactly what that is. That's crazy.
As far as I know, he is not directly involved with the new trilogy at all. He's not directing it. He's not producing it. However, he created the character, so he is probably going to get residual paychecks for the use of his character.
Yeah.
I just think it's really fucked up. I read the Variety.com article about it. They didn't mention Victor Salva at all. Another article I read just mentioned original creator Victor Salva is not involved with it. But none of those articles directly spoke about why you shouldn't support this movie, and it's because he's a fucking child molester who's gonna get money
Yeah.
his...
From his character that is like a fantasy of his child molest brain.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
I won't judge anyone too harshly if they choose to watch it. We are horror critics, so if like you have to watch it for your job, I won't judge you. I may even watch it, but I'll be getting it from the Bay Yo Ho Ho.
Yo ho ho. Aye, aye, Captain.
Just mosey on over there and get a shitty rip of it. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I just really disappointed that people aren't acknowledging its history.
Yeah. And you said that it was they were starting up a new trilogy, so this is the 4th of like 6 that are gonna happen. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I guess we'll see if they tie directly back into the original 3. I always forget there's actually a 3rd one because it was really
it was just forgettable.
It was bad. It was very bad. But anyway, we're not just here to talk about Jeepers Creepers and Victor Salva.
No way.
We're here to pick the movie we're discussing for the next episode.
Hell yes. We absolutely are going to choose this completely at random.
Yep.
We have no idea what it might be.
Completely at random.
Sam didn't ask me what I wanted to watch.
No, of course not. I would never do that.
No, because no way.
So reaching into the random hat, we are watching His House.
Oh, that's awesome. That was on my to watch list. What?
As a young couple from war-torn South Sudan seeks asylum and a fresh start in England, they're tormented by a sinister force living in their new home. This movie is chilling, understated, and scary.
Nice. It's exactly what I want to watch. Something scary and chilling.
Yeah. And I'm very curious. This on Netflix is only rated TV 14. So they're going to really have to amp up that atmosphere.
Oh, absolutely. They will have to. But we'll have to see. Like, I heard good things only. This international film. I'm pretty sure, although they're in England, I think they still speak, Sudanese. If it says they were from Sudan, is that what you said?
Yeah, they're from Sudan.
So that's like automatically that's going to give us a really, really cool angle, and it's going to be chilling for us. It's going to be very chilling and scary for us, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so, though, because that being said, you never know if it's going to be missing its mark. So we'll see what happens. But that's what we're here to do, because Sam and I are stuck in purgatory. We got to watch all the movies. We're just going to let you know how it is.
Yeah.
That's just the way.
Let's see. I guess we can segue into, not to make this super long, since it is still a mini show. I don't want it to be a full-length episode. We are watching the Vampire Diaries together.
Yes, we are. And you know what? I love it. I love the Vampire Diaries. I'm loving it. Which
is actually shocking to me, because I thought it would be the exact opposite, where you hated it and hated me for suggesting it. But I don't hate it, but I'm not loving it either. So
I don't know why I like it so much, Sam. It's like become this thing where I'm watching it to wind down and to like relax, and I could just sit there and watch it all fucking day.
Yeah, it might be my fault for restarting Lost at the same time I started.
Oh, probably.
When I watch the Vampire Diaries, it's like I enter a new passage of time. There's the normal flow of time, and then there's the flow of watching Vampire Diaries time, where the minutes turn to hours, and I feel like I've watched 2 episodes, but I'm only halfway through 1.
Oh, I see what you mean. Dude, it's the opposite for me, because I was like, all right, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to try to get through 11, because I was like, I got to make sure we at least get through half. And then before I knew it, I was like on season 2, episode 2, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It's just crazy. And so much stuff happens in season 1, though. I think you can attest to that. It's like fucking so much stuff. I was like, whoa.
And
I can't even remember all of it.
Between this and Lost, it's really insane how many plot points these mid 2000s, early 2000s TV shows introduced.
Yeah.
And
It's so many.
Yeah. I'm trying to articulate, but it's hard to explain because it feels like in some cases it's going by so fast, but then you think, oh, they had to wait like 2 months before Stefan and Elena had sex.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll watch an episode and they'll like mention something that happened 2 months ago, like Sam said, and I'm like, oh, okay, so the time jump happened, but it's like a blink and you'll miss it, so you have to like pay attention to. You have to watch it with the words on sometimes. But
it's not the worst thing I've watched. Once I finish Lost, I'm probably gonna enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Which crossover, Damon is in both Vampire Diaries and Lost.
Yeah. Is he like at all similar? Or is he very different?
He's a very different character. He's an overprotective brother in Lost, and he dies at the end of the first season.
Oh, rest in peace.
Probably.
And he becomes a vampire. Oh shit.
Yeah. Just kidding. I do like him a lot more in Vampire Diaries. He has a very good expressive face.
Yeah, that's something that I really did notice about him as an actor, and that's why I think I like his character so much. Although he can be despicable, he's so expressive. I've never seen someone that expressive. It's awesome.
I do like it a little more than Twilight because these actually feel like vampires, not invincible blood drinking humanoids.
Yeah, I can agree too. And I like everybody a lot better because everybody does have a really distinct personality. Everyone is special and is really important to the story, no matter who they are. And Elena, who's like, I guess you can compare her to Bella, is nothing like Bella, although she's like the leading lady, because she's like actually somehow like, she's like the best girl ever. You know what I mean? She's like so kind and smart and clever and wise and pretty. It's just like crazy.
Although I have to feel like you have to address this. Why are these vampires always interested in dating high school girls? Like, I get they are physically still 17 or whatever age they were when they turned, but mentally, you feel like they would be more horny for the 60-year-old librarian who's more on the same mental and emotional maturity level they are.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point to make. And I feel like it's so easily overlooked because they all just look like young people. Yeah. So, that's absolutely something to consider.
It's always weird. Also, I want to briefly touch on the weird not addressing the fact that Stefan and Damon were proud Confederates.
Oh, yeah, I guess they were, weren't they? Because they were designers.
And how they only refer to Emily, who is Bonnie's great-great-great-great-grandmother, as Catherine's maid, when she was probably not just a maid, she was most definitely a slave.
Yeah, a slave, and then also a badass witch, which is something I really actually do love about this show, is that they're bringing in a witch and they're just like calling it what it is, and that is so super cool to see that happening.
Yeah, and I kind of wish Twilight had ventured more into Halloween-y monsters and magic, because they don't even have real werewolves in Twilight, although I guess werewolves do exist in the Twilight universe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think that a werewolf thing is starting to be hinted at a little bit too here in the Vampire Diaries universe.
I hope so. You can't have vampires without werewolves.
Absolutely not, because they're like natural enemies. So we have to. But the cool thing that happened before that, there was a witch. So like that was fucking great. And I don't know, I don't remember what was even happening with witch culture at the time that this came out, but like Bonnie may be like one of the only like big teenage witches in a show like that's happened since way before.
I'm trying to think. There was I don't think there was a whole lot. There is a movie I'm trying to remember the name of. Yeah. It was like The Craft, but about boy witches instead.
Boy witches. Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember the title of the movie to save my life. But in 2010 and a couple years before, because of Twilight, you had this huge explosion of these supernatural romance books. Did you ever watch or read Blood and Chocolate or what? The werewolf
What? No,
one?
What's that?
It's
That sounds
Twilight,
erotic.
but with werewolves.
Oh, no, I have not read that at all. Is that a YA or is that like adult?
It's YA. It's in the same.
Blood and Chocolate. That sounds sexy. Blood and Chocolate. What does the chocolate have to do with the werewolf?
I don't know. I've never read it.
Yeah, that's very bizarre.
Maybe that'll be the next mini show venture.
But then, whenever all this was happening, then we also had the vampires for adults, this is when True Blood was really coming out to play. Whenever it came out on HBO and fucking changed the adult vampire culture and everybody ate that shit up.
Never watched True Blood.
You never watched True Blood, Sam?
No.
Whoa, would you be interested in like watching True Blood?
After we finish Vampire Diaries?
Wait, no. I don't think we should do it for the show because it's
a
bit much, but like just watching it.
Yeah, I'll eventually when I'm done with Lost and.
Oh my God, Sam, you have to watch it just to experience what it is.
Yeah, David suggested that our next couple show be Dexter. Should I pitch?
Oh, no. Dexter season 1 is really good, but I think if you want to have a bit more fun, you should do True Blood instead.
Okay, I'll do True Blood instead.
Or you can watch, actually, I feel like Dexter and True Blood, you can watch them both at the same time because it won't be as confusing as what's happening right now.
Okay.
Because they're so different, so I feel like you'll be fine.
But yeah,
I've never seen Dexter either. Oh my God, dude. That was like one of the what? Tell me why.
Not everybody had HBO growing up. Actually, I think we did, but I just was perpetually grounded from TV throughout my entire life.
Man, Luke and I, that was one of the first shows we watched together. Like binge watched together was all of Dexter. But I never read the books because there are books. And I liked Dexter, but then it really kind of like started to get in its own way a little bit after a couple seasons. But like when you start, you have to finish anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But anyway, so far I would give the first season of Vampire Diaries a meh.
A meh. I love it.
But that's fine because here on the Real Horror Show podcast, we're not a hive mind. We welcome differing opinions.
Yeah, absolutely. So meh, I feel like I don't even know what I was thinking in the beginning. I was like, dude, because I remember watching like maybe the first episode and then like not watching it again way back in the day when it came out on like the CW or whatever. And I was like, dude, I didn't like this. And now I watched it again and I'm like, I'm so into it for some reason. So I say I'm going to create a new grade really quickly because it fucked me up doesn't really do it for me. I would say like, I'm gonna grade it. It's delightful because that actually pretty much covers how I feel right now. It's delightful.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe when I officially finish season 1, I'll be on board with you. I'm on episode 16 right now. So...
What? You're not done?
No, I didn't finish. Sam. I tried so hard.
Oh man. I just gave you a spoiler about werewolves. That didn't even happen.
You know what?
Yet.
It's fine because it'll still be a shocker and I'm sure it'll be exciting.
Well, you don't know who I'm talking about, so I'll say no more and I'll send you a sad face.
Is it Catherine?
No, it's not.
But one thing I do appreciate about Vampire Diaries versus Twilight is the teenagers are appropriate. Oh God, this sounds so wrong. They actually have like, a sex drive. They're not weirdly prudent.
Yeah, they're like
sexualities.
They're just like sexual people. It's because they just like hit puberty a year ago. So that's why.
They're not like, I would never have sex with someone I didn't love.
Yeah. Twilight's so bizarre.
How dare you insult me?
Yeah, that's very dirty. I don't have any impure thoughts.
Because,
no way.
Like I said, vampires are horny monsters.
Yes, and I'm kind of glad that we're able to kind of see that come about a little bit too with the Vampire Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, and especially with Catherine. She's just like,
Catherine.
She's just like, let me fuck
bad.
both brothers at the same time.
Dude, I know. And I'm like, what kind of show am I watching? So I was like, shit, dude, this is like a show for young people. This is like really risque stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa. But anyway, I'm into it. Who's your favorite vampire brother?
I like Damon. I know he's a bad boy, but Stefan's sweet. While he does have some Edward Cullen energy, he's not a prude like Edward Cullen.
Yeah.
He doesn't sex shame anyone like Edward Cullen.
I know.
He's not like, why are you thinking about boobs? That's disgusting.
Why are you wearing a sweater that's a little bit tight? That's inappropriate.
Yeah, he's never shamed. He's never shamed Elena for any of those slutty cardigans she wears.
I know. Elena has such a nice, like a cute, everyone has such a cute style. And I'm like, wow, I didn't really have that much style in high school.
Elena dresses like I did in high school, which is a lot of cardigans.
Dude, yeah, she does cardigans. And every once in a while, she has this really cool blazer that she will wear with her clothes. And I'm like, wow, that's fucking awesome. And then she has this really long hair. She's just like a really pretty girl. So of course, I followed everybody on Instagram who was in the show so I can look at their pictures. Dude, my favorite brother is Stefan.
Really?
Yeah, because, and I'll tell you why. I love Damon too because of his expressiveness and how he's so like, he hits his mark every time, and I think I like his performance a little bit better, but I like Stefan's personality better because he's so sweet. Whenever I first started watching this, I was kind of like taken aback by how they both looked because I wasn't sure if I found them attractive or not. But after watching 22 episodes or however, I think they're both really cute. So I've just kind of warmed up to everybody.
That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying
it. It is a bloodbath, Sam.
It is very violent.
Everyone just dies left and right, whether they come back to life or not.
That's probably my final note is the vampires in Twilight are made of marble. They're invincible except to other vampires and to quote unquote werewolves, which is a little annoying. That's a little OP. Meanwhile, in Vampire Diaries, basically any sharpened piece of wood could kill them.
Yeah, as it should in the heart too. And I'm glad they make stuff like that pretty like distinct. If you stake them in the stomach, they'll be really injured, but they won't die. It has to go in the heart. Like yes.
That popped in my head during the 50s dance episode where Elena's being attacked and she's stabbing him with a pencil. I was like, so I guess any sharpened piece of wood?
It's as long as it's wood, dude. Yeah, it's vampire lore.
Neat.
Like when you messaged me and you said they were sticking a lore. You're absolutely right, they are. Oh yeah.
Neato.
And then I love that every time Damon like meets somebody, he's like, I'm gonna break your neck. Jesus, Damon.
Okay, but I actually feel really bad for Tyler because his sister is legitimately dead and no one's told him. And to my knowledge, no one's told him.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm trying to like think back of where you're at because so much happens after the episode that you're currently watching. I think he's cute too. Is Tyler the one who was her like best friend and boyfriend?
He's like a ginger. He's the Mike Newton.
He's Mike Newton, but he's not like a creep. At least I don't think he is, but
I don't know. Stefan's not telling us what's going on in his mind.
Dude, can they read? I don't know if they can read minds or not. They don't have any special powers yet, do they?
None that we know of, which I am fine with.
Me too. I hope it doesn't happen because they're like, they can do like their cool vampire stuff, but they like don't overdo it.
Oh yeah, I really appreciated that about the first episode. There was vampire mist. For those who don't know, some vampires can turn to mist rather than bats, but I don't think they've done that since. And there is a offensive lack of diaries in this show.
Who turned into vampire mist?
I think Damon, the first time he shows up, mist surrounds Stefan, and then suddenly there's Damon.
He's like, hello, brother. I'm back to make your life a living hell. And he's like, oh, go away. I love it because it's just so I don't know. It's just so human. And I adore it.
Yeah. They are very human, and I appreciate that versus the Cullens, who are just weird.
They're very weird. They're very weird. Yeah, but I'm glad that we can continue to compare these two, and everything like that. So yeah. Okay, well, I don't think I have anything else to add to that. I think that we have to wait for Sam to get to season 2.
I have like 10 more episodes of Lost, and then I will dedicate my life to Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so once you finish that, then Vampire Diaries only until we finish all of Vampire Diaries. So you have to make sure that you are ready to talk about at least half of season 2 by our next minisode.
I will buy some vintage J14 Tiger Beat magazines, cut out and paste Stefan and Damon's faces all over my office. I will dedicate my life.
I love it. You absolutely must. This will be our we're gonna go through a phase together on purpose. Excellent. All right, well, I think we had a really excellent show. Lots of stuff is going on, listeners, but if you want to tune into our episode, we're watching His House on Netflix.
Hell yeah.
And Sam sent me a very scary picture of what she was talking about, of the poster on Netflix, and it's pretty creepy, so we're going to...
It's why I haven't watched it. It's so creepy.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
I don't like scary movies.
You don't like scary movies? Sam, that sucks.
All right. We will see you guys next week.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.